You really, you really do want me to toss that for you, don't you? This is your monthly message for August 2020 and beyond whenever you choose to watch. Normally for the zodiac signs, I'll just focus on a general message, but since I haven't ever done a love reading for each zodiac sign, I figured, you know what, let's switch it up and let's go ahead and do that for you for this time. Now, these readings, I do consider them timeless. So again, August 2020 and beyond, whenever the universe nudges you to watch or places it into your awareness, that is most likely when there will be a message for you. And just use your intuition and discernment whenever it is that you feel led to watch, okay? So we're going to focus on love messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see if we can get one card for your monthly messages here for love. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One card to kind of act as your focal energy for the month. One card. Whoa, what was that? All right, it says separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. All right, let's see what this is all about. So let's see if we can get 3 cards for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love messages, please. All right, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, lots of Earth, and then the Tower. Okay. All right, so I feel like for whatever reason, this 8 of Pentacles is saying that some of you have been really focused on your hustle, maybe focused on your work life. And I apologize. I guess I dropped wax on the card. All right, unknowingly. Anyhow, that's probably because I switch out my candles all the time whenever they burn out. So I must have dropped wax in the process of doing that. Anyhow, so this 8 of Pentacles is giving me the vibe of, you know, some of you have been really focused on your work, focused on your hustle, putting a lot of energy into making money, maybe. I don't know that if in the process, putting your focus into your work has maybe taken time away from a situation with someone, or maybe your family, or maybe a love connection that maybe you just got started, okay? I say newer love connection possibly for some of you because of the Page of Pentacles. This is obviously your Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, but it could also be somebody you're dealing with. So I have to wonder if maybe work life could be distancing you from a love connection at the moment. If you're caught up with overtime or doing, you know, a lot maybe to launch a business off the ground, I can see it with these 2 cards. That could definitely take away from romance or the romantic department. It could also put a thorn in the side of any new relationship that's just starting to get off the ground. The thing is that with the Page of Pentacles, there's always possibility and potential brewing in that card. It's ripe, right, to launch something off the ground. And with the Earth energy, it's very tangible. So whatever it is that you're giving, or whoever it is that you're giving your energy to, it has merit. It has the potential to become more than what it is right now. Again, the pages are always trying to level up and evolve in their journey. They want to become knights, eventually queens, and then kings. So I have to wonder, for some of you, the work life is getting in the way of your dating life, or getting in the way of forging new connections, or maybe you have your eye on somebody and that is what's getting in the way at the moment because maybe you don't have time. It's not that you don't want to put the energy, the time into somebody, because the Eight of Pentacles always talks about giving something time and energy and giving it your focus. It's not that you don't want to, right? These two cards are definitely highly focused, right? He's staring at the coin. He's staring at this coin. So, yeah, these energies are highly focused. It's not that you don't want to, but it could be, sorry, I'm just lowering the shade. It could be circumstantial, right? And that's what's causing the separation here. Time apart from your partner, right? Your work life could be keeping you apart, or maybe your partner's work life is keeping you apart. Nonetheless, I think what's going to happen here is that something's going to eventually come to a head here with the Tower, right? You might have to make adjustments. You might have to switch something up. You might have to clean the slate or get rid of what's not working. If your work life is stealing your joy, or kind of robbing you of, what's that saying, all work no play, right? If you've gotten to a point in your career situation where it's like robbing you of making connections or robbing you of a social life, that might be what has to go. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. At the same time, I can see a different scenario here, and if you're familiar with my channels, I'll go over whatever I see, because, you know, who knows, it might reach somebody out there, right? So I don't want to leave anybody out or anything out. I can also look at this as, okay, if it's not your work life that's creating a thorn in your side in regards to romance, connections, dating, meeting new people, and that has to change if you're ever going to have a life, right? If it's not that, then what I'm getting from this is that you're probably putting your focus into a new connection with somebody. Maybe somebody you're newly dating here. You're highly focused on them, giving it a lot of your time, energy, resources, going out of your way for this person, possibly because you see the potential in them. You see that it can become more, and then suddenly out of nowhere something happens to kind of shake that up. It's a shake up to wake up with the Tower. We can't escape it, right? It comes in because the universe sees the bigger picture. Oftentimes we don't see the bigger picture for ourselves, and it's kind of like the foundation comes crumbling down because it's not anything you can build on for the long term. So if you had your focus on this person heavily with these two energies, okay, I think this is saying with the Tower that you could get word, because pages are messengers. You could get word or communication or some piece of information that comes in to kind of shake up the image that you had of this person. Okay, you were giving them a lot of your attention, a lot of your focus, a lot of your time. But I feel that this energy, whatever this Tower is gonna kind of change the narrative of that in some way. But oftentimes, you know, it's a hindsight situation with the tarot, you know, the Tower, sorry. Oftentimes we don't see it until some time has gone by and we realize, oh, now I know why the universe kind of took that situation out of my path, or took that person out of my life. Or now I see why it didn't go the way that I had hoped it would go. Because I couldn't build on anything for the long term with that situation. So it was kind of snatched out of my path so I wouldn't be misled, right? You don't want to build a castle on sand. You want to make sure that it has a solid foundation to last for the long term. So again, it's a hindsight thing where you look back and you're like, I see it now. I get it, right? I get it. So I'm kind of feeling like if this was a new connection you were making with somebody, or you really had your hopes in becoming more or developing more with a certain someone, the Tower energy comes in and says, I'm sorry, babe. I can't let you go down that route, because it's not gonna be well with you for the long term. So a lot of times, even though the Tower is not fun, it's not pleasant, sometimes it can be very disruptive. Oftentimes it's kind of like the universe going, you know, like taking the wheel for a minute, allowing you to see what is, what isn't, allowing you to see the truth in a situation, so that way you're not building your house upon sand. You're not building your future upon a lie. Okay? So it's kind of like better that this person, especially if they were newer in your life, gets knocked out of the path. Okay? Gets knocked out of the way, before you're 3-4 years in to a connection, and then have that Tower moment come in and kind of destroy everything, right? So yeah, I can definitely see with the Tower energy how there could be a separation with somebody. Maybe, you know, the Tower energy again kind of breaks up the illusion that you have over a situation and allows you to, once the dust settles, to see the situation clearly for what it is, for what it isn't. And then you could build and move forward accordingly or properly, right? So yeah, I could definitely see the situation of a separation here for some of you. Somebody you were definitely giving your all to, but then that kind of got knocked out of the way. At the same time, I can see it as, if you're working too hard, Taurus, you're going to have to change something. Okay? It's taking you away from the people you love, maybe. Maybe you're working so much that it's not allowing you to spend time with friends, even. Maybe not allowing you to focus, you know, on your love interest or on the dating scene, right? You don't have time because you're working. Maybe you're busy. Busy, busy, busy is kind of what I'm getting from this card. Something's going to have to shift because you can't continue that way forever, is what it's feeling like over here with the tower. It feels like over here, you're going to eventually burn out. Okay? And that's not healthy either. You want to be stable. You want to be secure in yourself. You want to have time to, you know, for work, but you also want to have time for play because that's healthy. So this is more or less like telling you, hey, give yourself a little self-love. Take time out to play, because you can't go on like that forever, right? Right now, your social life might be a little bit dwindled or kind of put on the back burner is what this is feeling like. And you can't continue that way forever, okay? Because if you don't, it's kind of like feeling if you don't make the changes you need, then the universe is kind of going to come in and make the adjustments for you. Unfortunately, with the Tower, a lot of these things happen when we least expect it, okay? So let's see if we can get 3 cards. Again, I'm seeing 2 scenarios here. 3 cards to get more detail. Okay, there's 1. All right, unexpected joy. And that's kind of emphasizing the unexpected findings of a situation, right? There goes 2. All right, money. Okay, could be work because that's how we make our money, right? 1 more. All right. So happiness. So again, I'll go back to the first scenario where I was getting the vibe where it's like, look, you're working a lot. You're making that money. You're hustling. Okay, right? But you're going to have to take time to be present. Focus on the little things. Indulge in, you know, the unexpected. Be more a little spontaneous and adventurous, because this card can talk about things like that. Things that happen unexpectedly, that kind of land in our lap when we're not ready for them, right? But that's what makes life fun. We kind of get out of our comfort zone a little bit, right? And with this energy here, you know, there's a need for balance, right? Maybe balancing the finances, balancing work and play, because your happiness and your harmony over here depends on it, right? At the same time, I can look at this like, if you were putting your energy and effort, again, resources, right? Energy, time, money, resources into something, you might unexpectedly come across something with that situation. Again, the Tower. Again, a piece of information, right? Over here that comes through to kind of shake things up, right? And it's like maybe shake up the happiness. I'm going to get a playing card on this. In fact, I might even grab another one of these, because it's like, it reads kind of like a sentence in a sense that, you know, you're putting the pieces of these little cards together and you're, you know, forming a story. So again, you come across something unexpectedly. All right, it kind of, you know, again, emphasizing the energy of putting your time and energy and effort into somebody, maybe somebody who made you happy over here. But at the same time, something unexpectedly occurs. So I'm going to grab one more of these to see where this is going. One card. Any other time they're falling out. Okay. So again, deep in thought, right? So it could be that, you know, you're making your money, you're being happy, you were dating somebody, something unexpected occurred, and now you're deep in thought about whatever this was, whatever information came through, and now you have to kind of reevaluate. That's kind of what I'm getting. Reevaluate what makes you happy, who makes you happy, and that kind of thing. And that applies across the board. Let's get a playing card on the Tower. That one. Okay, so the Two of Cups energy. Okay, this is that kind of, you know, coupledom energy over here with the Merriment card. Again, it's a Tower situation happens with whoever this Two of Cups is to you. I'm going to grab one more playing card for this. Two of Cups is your soulmate. You know, it's your, you know, somebody you vibe with, somebody you know, you have a connection with. Let's get one more playing card. All right, so Three of Cups energy. You go from the Two of Cups to the Three of Cups, and I have to wonder if the Tower energy, you know, the Three of Cups, let's just talk about it in general. Three of Cups does talk about happiness, multiple people involved in the situation, celebrations, having a good time, getting together with friends and family. We're just keeping it basic, right? So again, the scenario of if you're working too hard and it's robbing you of a social life, it's robbing you of the spending time with the people you love, you're going to have to reevaluate that with the Thought card, because it's not just about your money. You got to be happy too, right? And this is saying that there's an emphasis on you know, wanting to connect with others. Again, the shake-up here with the Tower is kind of saying, look, you know, this is not working if you're going to connect with somebody. You know, if you're single, you're working your butt off, it's going to be hard to find that Two of Cups if you're working all the time. So the universe is going to come up and shake that up, right? At the same time, if you were dating somebody, you were putting your energy and effort into somebody, you thought things were going really well with the Happiness card, the Merriment card, some information might come through to kind of shake that up. You may realize at some point with the Tower energy and the Two of Cups that the idea that you had of this connection probably wasn't what you thought it was. There could have been other people involved in a situation with the Three of Cups as well. So I have to throw that out there also. Okay, if they were seeing other people, maybe that could explain why maybe I'll put it out there, the illusion you might have had with the Tower came crashing down, right? And that would emphasize why the separation energy is here. So Taurus, let's see if we can get some final oracle cards. Okay, that you see that kind of just wants to do its thing. Okay, I didn't even get a chance to shuffle, but it is what it is. All right, it says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. It could be transformation within yourself too, because if you know if there's something wrong here in a connection that's shaking things up, you got to also know how to love yourself, right? In the process, knowing what you will and will not tolerate is part of self-love. Again, if you indeed are hustling, working so hard, and you're losing time, valuable time with your friends, your family, even your children, you know, whatever it is, this is saying, hey, your relationship has potential to deepen. You know, if your focus shifts, right? Love conquers and transforms all things. So something, again, has to change so that way you can find more time with those that you love, right? And refocus on this beautiful Two of Cups here. So whatever's not working over here has to come down in order to shift the focus and the energy back on the Two of Cups. Okay, again, the hustle, too much work, no play is kind of what this is feeling like. So it says forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Again, the idea of, you know, if something's wrong with a situation, with somebody, forgive them, forgive yourself, forgive what you can't change. It is what it is. Don't waste any more time on focusing on the past or what was or what could have been, because that can really thwart your progress moving forward, right? Likewise, if you're separated from friends and family because you're working too much, you know, if this Tower energy comes through to kind of shake things up, so that way you can set your priorities straight, then, okay, this is an energy of, again, forgive yourself, forgive what you can't change, you know, just do better moving forward, I guess, right? And then it says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer, do what feels right. So that's a beautiful card. This is basically encouraging you that if something doesn't feel right, you have to shift it and change it to make it feel right. You know what I mean? Your gut instinct, this is about your gut, your heart, your intuition. Your intuition knows if something needs to change or transform, like this card says. You know, your heart knows what needs fixed. Go ahead and work on fixing it, right? Do what you got to do to find that happiness. Right? All work, no play is not where it's at, right? You got to have a little self-love and know what your limits are. So I think that's what this is trying to say. Again, this, you know, if something doesn't feel right in your heart towards a certain someone, you know, this is also, I'm kind of feeling the vibe of like knowing what your value is. If there is a three-party situation, you don't want to accept that, right? If that's not part of your criteria. This is also saying, look, you know what's right for your heart. You know what's right and best for you. Follow that always. All right. And forgive what you didn't know, right? Forgive what you didn't know before. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know before. So, Taurus, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here, sending you much love wherever you are. Hope that you are well and safe. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe as well, and click that bell for a notification to support this channel further. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. It's just a matter of checking me out on Etsy, seeing what readings I have available, and you can book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So much love to you. Again, wherever you are, take care and keep shining.